Hello and welcome to the Paws Perspective podcast. I'm Molly.
And I'm Pat, and we're from Flying Paws Dog Training. We're so excited you're here.
This is where we share training tips, behaviour insights and fun ways to build a stronger bond with your dog.
Grab a coffee, flip on the lead, and let's dive in.
Welcome to the Paws Perspective. I'm Pat.
And I'm Molly.
And a big welcome to 2026. Woohoo!
It's a bit crazy, isn't it?
Unbelievable. Not sure where 2025 went, but it's gone, and 2026 is ahead of us.
6 years since COVID.
Yeah.
If you put it into perspective.
Yeah. That's a long time, isn't it?
It's crazy.
Yeah. And you still see people in masks, and we're still wiping our hands and sanitising, which is all good.
I think what else is crazy looking at the year ahead, Fox will turn 2.
Yeah, that's
Zanny will turn 8.
Gosh.
And Murph will turn 11.
Yeah, that's where you notice it, isn't it? It's a bit scary, really.
So, our final podcast episode last year was on resetting routines, New Year's resolution-y type vibe.
Yep.
So we thought our first one for this year would be to help you make those new habits stick.
Yep. So how are we going to do that?
One we touched on in the last one, but I think it's really important to touch on again, is to start small, win big.
Exactly.
So short sessions.
Yep.
It might be if you're working with reactivity, one dog, you might get one dog and one bark and that's it, and that's a win.
Yep.
You know, sometimes we think, and I think this is the mentality we're moving into 2026 with for our clients, is that you've got to go out and it's got to be perfect.
No.
You need to work with where your dog's at, and if their current habit is see the dog and bark 6 times, and you get a dog that sees a dog, you see a dog and your dog barks 3 times and then turns around for rewards, that's still a win.
Yeah, it is. That's a massive win.
Yeah.
Take it and run with it.
And over time, the predictable pattern will get better. If you need to fade out the barking or change things, that we can work with that.
Yep.
That's not a problem. Well, not a big problem. But expecting things to be perfect straight off the bat can be a big problem.
And it sets you up yourself for disappointment.
Yeah.
You go home, dog did this again or something like that. And then you don't feel like doing it. Your dog knows that you're down. So, take it as a win and run. So lots of little things.
Yeah.
And see those little things. Notice them.
Yeah. Quality beats quantity every time.
Yep. And pat yourself on the back for them, and give your dog a big pat and a cuddle and a hug for them. So definitely. Attach training to existing routines. This is an interesting one, isn't it?
This is definitely all of this is based around how the human can do the side of training.
Yep.
But
make it easy for them.
If we compare little training things, whether it's a puppy, whether it's an older dog, with things that are already in our routine, it will make it easier.
You haven't got to set time aside then, because a lot of us are pretty busy.
Yeah.
With work, and some people have got kids and taking them to sport, doing all those sorts of things.
You have a life outside of your dog most of the time.
Yep, and it can be pretty busy. So, and as we mentioned previous podcast, your dog doesn't need an hour of training. 30 seconds, just do one little thing.
Especially with puppies.
Oh, yeah.
That don't have the mental capacity to
pooped.
To do anything for an hour, let alone focus on us and train.
Yeah.
And we need a dog, as we talked about in the last one, that can switch off. So sometimes doing a big, long session of training doesn't help that. It just makes them mentally exhausted.
Yeah.
And a tired dog is not always a happy dog.
No, it's not.
So what can we pair our day with for training?
If you've got a little coffee machine, or you're waiting for the kettle to boil, you could do a quick little one while you're waiting for the kettle to boil, while you're waiting for your coffee machine to make your cappuccino in the morning, something like that.
We should mention we're moving into 2026 with a brand new coffee machine.
Yeah, I lashed out.
You're slightly...
Excited.
I reckon if you had to save Zanny or the coffee machine, you'd think about it.
Yeah, coffee machine. Yeah.
What about Craig?
No.
What about Craig or the coffee machine?
Coffee machine?
Yeah.
No, not really.
She'd think about it.
Yeah.
There'd be a split second. What if it was Craig, Zanny, or the coffee machine?
Well, I should be able to get at least one under each arm.
You're not
shouldn't I?
picking
So-
Craig up.
Yeah, well, no. I could push him. I could pick the other two up.
You could
and
give
then
him a
just push him.
piggyback.
Oh, gosh, yeah.
And that's problem solving.
But
So,
yeah.
so coffee is one, or whatever, you do in the morning, whether it's breakfast or...
Yep.
Yeah.
So, that's a nice, easy one. You can, and it's not much. It might be just getting your pup to sit. Might be...
Playing the focus game.
Yep. Asking them to do a hand touch.
Yep.
It's just little quick things. Like we said, you want to keep them engaged. You don't want to bore them with training.
No, and you don't want training not to be fun, because as soon as the fun goes out of training, we've seen it in dogs, haven't we? That you can literally see them go, oh, I don't want to do this. So yeah, it's making it fun, so they want to do things with you.
And if they like doing it, they want to do more.
Yeah. Where else can we pair it?
What about before dinner?
Yep.
So again, you might be waiting for something to cook on the stove. You might be prepared their food, and you might do something before you give them their tea.
Yep.
You might do something while you're waiting for your tea to cook.
Yep.
Again, something nice and short.
Yep.
That you're inside, so the distraction is down.
Yep. Before you take them out to the toilet, after you take them out to the toilet in the morning, because most people with a dog's habit is you get up, the dog goes out to the toilet.
Yep.
Unless they're an outside dog. But even then, you're still at some point going to go out and see that dog for the first time for the day. So that interaction is a fairly consistent pattern every day. Get up, let the dog out to go to the toilet. They come back in. You might get a sit, a drop, a handshake, and off you go.
Or a recall once they've done a week.
Yeah, we talked about that in the last one, didn't we?
So, again, having those little treat stations around the house, so that you can, you've got your treats there. You don't have to worry about, oh God, I've got to find some treats now.
Yep.
You've already got them prepared. You've already got them around the house, and you can just do nice, quick little bit of training there.
Yeah, and this gets rid of the I'll do it later.
Yeah, it does. Yep, because you've already done it.
Actually, which I need to put back into my own life. This is going to be my goal for 2026. But a girl I follow on Instagram, her favourite motto, and she said she can be really lazy, and her motto is, can I do it in under 10 seconds? Or can I do it in under 30 seconds? And if it's more than, it might be 30 seconds actually, if it's more than like a quick job, she might leave it. Yep. But if it's something like, I don't know, we've all been guilty of using the last toilet roll, say, and you just get one out and sit it on the bench instead of putting it on the holder or something like that, or putting your bags away after shopping, or I don't know, something, that's simple. So it's the same with our dogs. What can I do under 10 seconds with them?
Yeah. So there's a lot of things. Yep.
Yeah, heaps of things.
Yep. So, and you don't have to do 10 of them. One quick little sit, reward it. Okay, that's it. Done.
Yep.
So yeah, keeping the sessions short.
Oh, sorry, I've moved into the next one without realising.
That's
sorry.
Right.
That's the next. Yeah, sorry.
So just keeping them nice little short sessions. That's all you want. Keeps you fresh.
Yep.
You don't get sick of training the dog, you might say, and your dog doesn't get sick of things. So that's a good one.
Yep.
Reward yourself for showing up.
Yeah, you're half the team.
Well, that's exactly right. Yep.
And sometimes I think we forget that we're half the team. Sometimes we get so focused on the dog or what the dog's doing or not doing. Like 80% of dog training is human. Probably more than that is human error related.
Yep.
And that's not to put the onus back on people. It's just a fact. Yep. And we need to treat ourselves as part of the team.
That's exactly right. So you're rewarding your dog a lot for doing the right things. Give yourself a pat on the back.
Yep.
Oh wow! While I was making the coffee, I did a couple of hand touches with my pup.
Yeah.
Great. I've done some training already this morning, and
Yeah.
I haven't even got to work yet. And I've
Yeah.
already trained the dog.
Or my goal was to take them out 4 times this week, and I did that.
Yeah.
We went for 4 walks because I decided we were going to do that, and I did it.
Yeah. So
And they might not have been perfect walks,
but you've got out.
but you've done it.
So you've showed up. It's a bit again like a gym analogy.
Yeah.
You know, you might not always felt like it, but you might have got to the gym 3 or 4 times this week. Well
Yeah.
done. That's a great job.
Yeah.
You've gone for 4 walks with your dog or 3 walks, whatever
Or
you've set.
if it's raining and you can't go for a walk, what are we going to do instead? Having a backup plan.
Yeah.
Going, okay, well, we're going to do 2 minutes of training and then the dog might get a snuffle mat. Or we're going to do it's just going to have a chew while I do the laundry or whatever. So, yeah.
Having a habit tracker is great for that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You know, we do it in our own lives, a lot of people, like habit trackers. You know, if you're trying to get onto a gym schedule or a running schedule, you want to, you know, start doing a bit of running or something like that, or food or eating, whatever. We often have some sort of habit tracker that we can write down when we're going to do these things. We can tick it off. Makes us or keeps us a bit more accountable. It also, I think, I like those sorts of things and notes and journals and that sort of stuff, because you haven't got to think then. All you've got to do is look at that and go, oh, yep, that's right. While I was making the coffee, I was going to do 2 hand touches with the dog.
Yeah.
Stick
it on the fridge. Stick it on the milk.
Yep. Stick it on your bench, wherever you're going to see it, on the microwave when you open the door, on the kettle handle.
On the coffee machine.
Yep, on the coffee machine. So you go, oh, yep, that's right. And you've already got your treats set up there.
Yeah.
So you haven't got to worry about thinking about
Just don't
them.
put your treats in the coffee machine.
No, instead of coffee beans, that might taste a bit yucky. But yeah, if you've got everything set up, it just makes it easier. And then you've got your habit tracker there. You go, oh, yep, I know exactly what I'm going to do Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. And you just tick it off. And then you get to Friday and you think, wow, what a great job I've done.
Yeah.
4 training sessions.
This leads into number 5, which is probably my favourite of the 10 things we're going to go through.
What is it?
Make it stupid simple.
And I think it should be make it simple stupid.
Yeah, but it's not. It's make it stupid simple. It's like make it so simple it's stupid. That's what it is.
What is it then?
You're thinking of keep it simple stupid.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's making it stupid simple. So this is, like we've said, treats in every room or most rooms. It's having the long line by the door so you don't forget to grab it. It's having the lead treats in a little bag. Like your treat pouch could be set up ready to go with the lead hanging over the top of it.
Yep.
If these things are set up and ready to go, you are more likely, it's easier, so you're more likely to do it. So it's not like, oh, I've got out the door and I forgot my poo bags. They're already in there.
Yep.
And you go, oh, well, I can't go for a walk because I don't have my poo bags, or, you know, and I mean, we've all had to do things like that.
Yeah.
Or then go for a walk, say you forgot your treats. You then have to go for a walk with no treats, and then it might not be enjoyable.
Yeah.
Because you don't have that that thing that you need to make it easier for you.
Yeah, so if you've got your treat pouches are great. We use them all the time, don't we? I've got multiple. Like
I've got a few.
Any occasion, you grab a different treat pouch.
It's like a party hat.
Yeah, it is. So I've got multiple hats, not always party, but multiple hats. But yeah, treat pouches are great. So you can have those set up. You can have your poo bags in them, and as you said, have your treats in them. Clip lock bag.
Maybe not treats that need to be in the fridge.
If they need to be in the fridge, you've got those there, or you've got them in the freezer, and you just whip them out.
But you might, going back to what we said earlier, you might have a note on your treat pouch that says "Get treats out of fridge."
Yep. And on your habit tracker, on a Wednesday when you're going to go for a walk and need treats that are in the freezer on a Thursday, on your Wednesday habit tracker, it might say take treats out of the freezer so that they're defrosted and ready to go on Thursday.
Yeah.
And then you've got your note on your treat pouch, don't forget the treats that are in the fridge.
Yeah.
So you go, oh, yep. So out the door you go with your treat pouch. You've got your treats, your poo bags. You can put your phone in it so you can take your little videos if anything good happens, or a picture of your dog. or if you want to listen to music while you're going, or Pause Perspective podcast. You got your keys, you've got everything. It's
Yep.
easy.
Yep.
You haven't got to think again. You haven't got to think because you've got everything set up. And if it's easy, like you said, it's stupid simple.
Yeah.
And you just do it.
Yeah.
And then over time it becomes a habit.
Yeah.
So it takes a little while to get a habit going. But yeah, then it's easy. So that's awesome.
Yep.
What about setting one clear goal per week?
Yeah, I think
That's a really good one.
and I think the big thing in that is clear.
Yep.
It's not a bit ambiguous. It's not like we'll do more training or we'll go for more walks. It's this week I'm going to practice 3 check-ins on a walk. We're going to get 3 really good check-ins. Or this week I'm going to practice calling my dog back on the beach on the long line. Or maybe this week we'll practice twice letting go of the long line and calling it back. It's being really clear. So there's no, oh, did I do that? Didn't I do that? It's specific and doable.
Yep. And again, if you have it on your habit tracker, you can
You're
mark it off.
obsessed with habit trackers.
Well, a good way of knowing what you're going to do, writing all these things down in one spot and being able to mark them off. So at the end of the week, you can look and go, wow, I actually did that and it wasn't that hard.
What's
then
going
you're
to be
gonna
on
do
your
it.
habit tracker
On my habit tracker
for 2026?
for 2026, oh, well, a few different things, I suppose. I don't know. I have to think of something dog-related. I've got a few other things, not dog-related, but I'll think about that. Okay. Understanding your dog's energy curve. That's a good one. What's that all about, Molly?
That is working out when is going to be the optimal time for working with your dog. And that may not work 100% with what's going to be the best time to work for you, which can be tricky.
That could be a bit about your dog's age as well.
Yeah, it could be. It could also be just the energy levels of your specific dog. There is a dog that may or may not be in this room that is going to turn 8 this year and still gets the zoomies.
Yeah, he hasn't had them actually for a while, but that could have been
Tooth related.
Tooth related because but he's sort of perking up a bit, and he had a big play this morning, didn't he, with Fox? So,
Yeah.
yes, and does at 7.5 still get the zoomies.
But it may also not be zoomies. It may be witching hour, which isn't always fun, zoomies. It can also be, for pups, it can be bitey, mouthy time. Adolescents can go back into that bitey, mouthy period. So it's picking those times where you can set your dog up for success, and it might be going back to your little habit of writing it down,
Journal.
going, okay, every day at 5 o'clock we have a meltdown.
Yep.
Because maybe our blood sugars crash because we're about to have tea.
Yeah.
Maybe it's I'm hungry. Maybe it's I haven't slept enough. It's working out. Maybe it's just I'm a puppy, and that's the time where my battery's gonna zonk. So they're not the times to do any sort of work with your dog.
Yeah. So having a journal for your dog, then you find out, and then you can do your habit tracker around the dog's best times to do your little bits of training. And again, just taking that bit of time to note those things. Once you've got them written down, then you can have a look at them. You're not trying to remember, what day was that he had a bit of a carry on, or had the zoomies. What time was that? Did something happen? Or when did the doorbell ring? All that sort of stuff. You've got it written down. So nice and easy.
Yeah.
Track progress with video. Now, this is a good one.
This is a good one, and this is something that a lot of good trainers talk about a lot, isn't it?
Yep.
That video and mirrors can be very helpful actually
You
too.
can if you like looking at yourself.
But often one thing we find when we're helping people is when you actually stop someone and say, hey, your mechanics are not quite working, they're actually not realising what they're doing.
No.
Because you're just in a moment, you're working, but you can't work out why it's not working.
And you can't see when you're doing it, you can't see what you're actually doing.
No, but even simple things like you all used to talk about Murphy's back legs, like his
Yeah.
marama legs, and I never knew what you were talking about because when he was walking next to me, I couldn't see him. So I made you take him one day, didn't I, and say,
Yeah.
just take him for a walk so I can see what you're actually talking about. But filming, and we've both done different things over times with different. Oh, well, probably you probably haven't done it with different dogs. I suppose you have because you had to film things for your course, but that was more for your course, not so much for fun.
Training.
Where you film them and you send them off to whoever it is you're working with and they have a look at it for you, but it's also good for you to be able to look back at those things and go,
Yeah.
okay, that's why it fell in a heap,
Yeah.
or that's why that didn't quite stick, or that's why that was really good.
Yeah, and sometimes it is, okay, that's what's happening and that's why it's working. So sometimes if you go for a walk with someone else, you might ask them to take your phone and just do a little video so you can see what's going on. Or sometimes, depending on what it is, you might be able to set a video up at home or out in your yard, or
Yeah.
you might be able to take one if you're clever when you're walking along and just, do little
Multitask.
videos. Yeah, multitask. Some people can do that. I probably couldn't, but anyway. So, yeah, again, then it's like everything. You can have a look at it and you can go, oh, okay, that was really good. Or, oh, that was a bit dodgy. Okay, I need to move my hands slightly or move to do this, or, maybe that's why it's doing it. Or if you need some help with someone, you can get someone else to look at it and they can go, oh, yeah, that was really good. That's why it happened, or this is why it didn't. So, tracking progress with videos are really great. And it is interesting because in, things like dressage, often dressage people, if they've got a snazzy arena, they'll have a big mirror so that they can look at themselves. Gyms always have mirrors so that they, when you're lifting weights, you make sure that you're lifting correctly so you don't hurt yourself. So same things with dogs.
Yeah.
Make it fun for your dog.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Who wants to be bored with training?
Well, you don't get a dog to not have fun with them, do you?
No, exactly. No, you get a dog to have fun with and do stuff with.
Especially, we often think about playing with puppies.
Yep.
But especially in that adolescent period where sometimes it can get a bit harder.
Yep.
Play, movement, fun, their dopamine and their endorphins, like going off in their little brain, is the best thing in the world for your relationship and for your training.
Yeah, it's a great way to build relationships.
Yeah. And if you've got a stronger relationship, if your dog thinks you're fun, it's more likely to come back when you ask it, check in with you more often, all of these things that we want.
Yeah.
But it really does come simply down to sometimes how good is your relationship and how fun are you?
Yeah. So even sometimes when we were talking before, about maybe while you're waiting for your coffee machine to make your drink in the morning, doing some hand touches, maybe just have a bit of a play sometimes.
Yeah, I've actually bought a couple of different, like, they're not exactly tug toys because Fox isn't
A
like
tugger.
Oh, well, he sort of is, but like he's sort of not, and he would definitely be a dog that if you won all the time in a tug, would think it was the worst thing in the world. But for him to actually win, you have to let go of the tug because he's so soft in the mouth. So, letting him win and having this big party, he thinks he's the best thing ever.
Yeah.
So it's working with what your dog finds fun.
Yeah, that's right. So,
Whereas if you let go of a tug with Zan, he would be like, what the hell?
yeah, he just brings it back up to you to tug again. He loves it. So you can really get into it with him. He loves a really big, strong tug.
Yeah.
He always has done. So.
But I've bought two. It's from Apollo Pets. I've bought their activity ring. And I have bought their toss and train toy.
Toss and train.
Yeah, I think it's toss and train.
So that'll be interesting to see how they go.
I looked at a few different things, but I ended up going with them because they're both like water toys as well. So like they'll float. toss and train tug ball, that's what it's called. So, and I also picked that one because the balls are foam, so it's safer for teeth and
Oh, yeah.
gums. But to try, and Fox is a very independent player, and always has been. Probably talked about that on here before. So trying to get a bit more engagement with me. He loves food, but in a different way that's
Yeah.
not always food related.
Yep.
That's probably one of my. I talked about the loose leg walking as a goal, but that's probably one of my goals with Fox this year, and I might be able to keep everyone posted. I'm hoping they should arrive by the end of this week. It's early December when we're doing this now, so maybe by the time we're recording our proper 2026 podcast, not our little like New Year's ones, we might be able to give a bit of a review on some of these, some toys and some things like that.
Yeah, and see, you probably had him down at the river by then and had a bit of a play around and see how it goes.
Yeah. And what's our last?
Well, pretty important one. I think we've talked about it before in podcasts. We need it for ourselves, but build in rest days.
Yes.
So it's not train.
And reset days.
Yeah. So have days off so that they can have a bit of a rest. There's an interesting thing called, that I like to bring up every now and again, called latent learning.
And what is latent learning?
Latent learning is if you're trying to teach your dog something, doesn't particularly matter what it is, but
So we're talking, it could be a trick, it could be a behaviour change, it could be
anything. So let's say we're trying to teach them how to
sit.
Sit, for instance. I was going to say shake hands.
Oh, yeah, well, whatever, but it's something simple.
Yep. So if we do it for a few days, what we often do is we just keep going and going and going until we eventually get it right. But if you do it for a few days, maybe you do it for 5 or 6 days, maybe 7 days.
Maybe even 2.
Yeah, maybe 2. And then give them a break. So have a day or 2 off, maybe even 3 days off. I've done it even sometimes with
weeks.
With a week or 2 or 3 or longer. And then you go back to it. And what you find is that they pick it up a lot quicker. So they sort of, where you might have got to and you might be getting a bit frustrated because you might be a bit stuck. If you leave it, you go back to it and all of a sudden they go, oh, yeah, I know what that is. And then you can, wow, they just pick it up and move ahead. So having rest days, having time off from your training, whatever you're doing, and then go back to it later on. And you'll often find that your dog will have picked it up quicker.
So why does latent learning work?
That's a good question.
It is a good question. And part of it comes back to motivation, because it's a bit like us. Like if you're learning to drive a car and you can't work out
how to change gears.
Yeah, well, not many people have to change gears now. I was trying to think of something else, but okay, we'll go with change gears. I was thinking maybe you couldn't work out, say, the traffic lights. I don't know, something simple.
Right.
And every day someone was like saying to you, no, you've done that wrong, or no, you haven't got that quite right, or it was always, no, that's not quite it, or you're just having to do it over, and like even something fun, if you have to do it over and over and over and over and over and over, you can lose the enjoyment out of it.
Oh, yeah.
So,
and get frustrated with yourself.
So by taking it away for a few days and bringing it back, it's like, oh, that's that fun thing that we did. It's back. Oh, we haven't done that fun thing for a few days. Oh, it's back again.
Yeah.
It also there is like quite a technical side to it, but there is actually like scientific concepts of how the brain constructs mental maps of its environment and what it needs to do. And by giving them a break, it can be used later for, again, to link back into motivation that, oh, that was fun, I want to do it again. Yep. So it's not always sometimes that it might be like we've got to flog the dog, like you said, till they get it right. It might be they're going really well, let's have a break off that for a few days, do something else, or do nothing and come back to it.
Yep. So it's an important one. Build in those rest days so that, they don't get sick of things. And they need a rest just like us.
Yeah.
So that's a good one. Also, if you're, I guess, in a training program anywhere, that's always a fun thing to do as well.
Yep.
So we have people that come fairly consistently to training, so that can always be fun. You get to know the people that are in the classes with you, and that keeps the momentum going as well too.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's our first one for 2026.
Yeah. Find a way. It doesn't really matter what way, but there is about 10 ways there that might help you make your new training habits stick
For 2026.
and start 2026 off on a good note.
Yep. And then, keep it stupid simple, and the habits will stick, and off you'll go.
You really don't like that, do you?
Oh, it's not too bad. I'm getting to like it more and more.
Keep it stupidly simple. Is that better?
Yep, definitely. Alrighty. Don't forget, give us a follow, guys.
Yep, we've got our 2026 podcast schedules flexibly planned. We've got a bit of a rough idea of what we're going to do, don't we?
Yeah, we've got some guests coming up again this year.
Yep. But as always, we've got a couple of requests in there. One, I've been very, very slack about us recording. That was requested a little while ago, but we will get there. It's just a slightly big one. We've got to nut out a little bit how we're going to actually approach it. But anything you guys want to hear on the podcast, whether it's training related, whether it's conversational, whether it's anything you want to know about dogs, like really we're probably open to pretty much anything, aren't we, and having a chat. So let us know, and yeah, we will try and make it happen.
Don't forget, if you like us, give us a 5-star review, and we will see you for some more fun podcasts in 2026, continuing along.
Yep. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Bye.